Hello guys, welcome to the match between Osmani CC and Al Mulla Exchange B on the Falcons Champions Trophy. Today we expected Al Mulla to be dominating, but they have been conceding so far like more than what we expected them to be, being at almost 88 percentage as favorites to win the game. Since they were conceding a lot so far in this tournament, and we were expecting Osmani CC to be scoring somewhere around 160 plus, but since having lost 2 wickets earlier on, clearly brought their innings runs down to almost 126 at this point now. Having lost Alamin Ilyas has been a major drop with the innings line, I would say, because he is the man who has been consistently scoring almost 40 plus runs in all the 4 games they have played. So, yeah, that is a big wicket, Alamin Ilyas, and I don't think Osmani have got a better middle order. So, if they lose Sharif and Mutallab, then it is going to be very, very difficult for them to be getting somewhere closer to 160. 160 is definitely out of reach from here, I would say, until and unless we see some crazy innings from these two and until they start building a partnership. Abdul Mutallab having scored 29 of 27 in the very first game of this innings. Well, as you speak, that could have been a wicket, but it goes just about the third man, finds way to the boundary, and that is a four. So Abdul Muttalab, after scoring 29 runs in the first game, he was able to score only 6 runs of 6 balls in the second game he played, and after that, he did not play the last 2 games. So this is going to be his third game of this tournament, whereas Sharif Mia, he has played 2 games so far and he has been performing really well. The first game he scored 25 runs. In the second game he scored almost 45 runs of just 21 deliveries, which shows that he has got a crazy strike rate and he is striking more than 200 in this competition. So the next key wicket for Al Mulla would be to take Sharif, I would say. And as we see, he is showing that he is striking at such rate. Back-to-back boundaries from him, 9 runs of just 4 deliveries. And I think they should be aiming more than 35 coming out of Powerplay. That is why he is showing some intent. And they might be trying to push for 2, but just a single coming off the delivery. So back-to-back 2 boundaries brings Motlab into strike now. Sharif on the non-strikers end, and it is Linter bowling. If this continues and if they score under 35, and if the intent doesn't increase post power play, then even getting to that 130, which shows on our predictions, might be a bit difficult, I would say. They are trying to go for some heavy shots, but not timing it well. Brings Sharif back into strike. Mutlab takes a quick single between the wickets, and here comes the last delivery of the power play. So Linto to bowl against Sharif, who was the aggressive batter now. We might be expecting a boundary of this ball, guys. As I said, that is a wild swing, but misses, and it was not even 30 runs coming off the power play. Very poor batting so far. Even though Sharif has showed some intent, but this is not the right time, I would say. After losing 2 wickets, losing one of the key batsmen, coming out of power play, the score for Osmani CC is 29 for 2, Matlab on 4 runs, and whereas Sharif on 10 runs after facing 6 deliveries.
But again,
Good
it's
bowling.
been an unappealing start for them so far. Obviously, losing the 2 wickets is a massive blow because we know that they don't bat as deep as they probably want to be. But at the same time, if you look at it from the perspective of the Almula team, they're going to be happy. They didn't give away a lot of runs on the power play, right? And then they're now in a position where they're able to, make the batsman be under pressure. Matlab obviously only scoring 4 of 10 balls. Not going to be happy with the start that he got, and maybe under a little bit of pressure as well. And maybe
Definitely, he is the one struggling Gokul. But if you look at his stats, having played 104 innings, he's averaging about 37 runs. So, from someone who is a top order batter, averaging about 37 runs,
Yeah.
not striking very high, his strike rate is about 140. So we can be expecting a very conservative and positive cricket from Matlab. Just that he hasn't gotten to his best start today.
Yeah.
Maybe after facing few more deliveries, we might expect him to like increase the intent or maybe go a bit positive with the batting share.
Mm-hmm.
As you speak, that there might be a boundary, but the ball slows down just before the boundary line, and yeah, the I think that might be a four. I saw the fielder putting one hand next to the boundary rope where reaching out with another hand.
Yeah.
So not quite sure whether that is a boundary or not, but they end up taking a two there.
I think he's only given
Brings
us a
Matla
two,
back on the
so
strike.
lucky that they didn't end up giving away more runs there.
Yeah, definitely. Good thing they did not end up giving away more runs. So it is Sheena's first over.
Mm-hmm.
The first ball was a very poor delivery, so I'm expecting a better delivery. Another full toss from him again, giving them the opportunity to score runs. And as you speak, that is a boundary. Back to back full toss. This
Mm-hmm.
is not what you expect. Great power play, good controlling over the bowling, putting more pressure on the bowlers. So coming out of power play, you should try to keep that
Momentum.
pressure on,
Yeah,
but giving back to back full toss deliveries doesn't seem good to me at this point. Might take the pressure off the batsmen, I would say.
for sure.
So
I agree
Gogri
with
is
you there.
asking, who are you guys supporting? So we're not supporting any team. So today the underdogs are Osmani CC, and if they end up scoring at least 160 plus, then they have the chance of defending that score. But Al Mulla Exchange, on the other hand, they can easily score 180 or 190 runs. They've got very good, strong top order
Yeah,
batsmen, I would say. So yeah, it is going to be one-sided by the looks. Almula Exchange have got almost 80% as it is mentioned in the win
yeah.
prediction for them to win the game today.
I think it's
I
similar
agree
in
with
our
that.
poll as well. It's about 73% on our poll. So
Hmm.
still a few
Yeah,
people backing Osmani, but I think a
Osman.
couple
Yeah,
of those votes would have come before the fall of that previous wicket. But again, just to get back on the questions there, Kritesh,
yeah.
why do you think Almola is such a good team? Do you think it's because they have
Mhm.
a very strong batting lineup? Do you think it's because they have an opening partnership that's been firing for them all tournament, or do you think it's because of like an overall effort? I know they aren't as good as they are with the bat with the ball,
Yeah.
but like why do you think they're so much better than this Osmani team?
So if you consider bowling line of Gokul, they're not the best, I would say. They have been
Mm-hmm.
conceding a lot of runs. I think so. They are conceding more than what Osmani have been averaging so far in this tournament. So Osmani having played four games, all three games have been under 120 runs, and the only game it has gone up to 150, I think
Mm-hmm.
so. So
Another
they're not a
boundary,
best
Kritesh.
scoring team. Yeah, as you speak, that is another boundary.
Yeah,
Poor bowling post power play there. So as I mentioned, the bowling is not the best from Almula, but if you consider, if you look into the batting lineup,
yeah,
they've got the best batting lineup. They've got Jack Wilson, who is averaging 57 runs per innings in this tournament.
yeah.
Last game he scored 93, the previous game 61. So, and then we have got Rajesh Krishnan, who is averaging about 20 runs per innings after playing three games. We have got Rajit Reggie as well,
Yeah,
who is scoring more than 20 runs per innings.
I
So
remember the
the
previous
batting
game that we
lineup is.
covered for the Almulla team. Rajit
Yeah,
Reddy
Reggie
was,
scored almost
yeah,
67 runs.
exactly. So he's a fan favorite. I remember a lot of people were backing him in the chat as well that day.
Yeah.
So again, probably not the best start for Osmani in the power play, but good start post power play. Obviously, getting 11 runs. We've seen that very often, Kritesh, in this competition,
Mhm.
that the first over out of the power play ends up actually
Mhm.
being very expensive, and they end up leaking a lot of runs, and that trend continuing today as well. So
Definitely,
very
definitely.
unique circumstances in that regard, isn't it?
Definitely. As you mentioned that most of the games which we have covered, we have seen that power play is not the best. Usually we talk that how power play is important and then they need to score somewhere more than 50 runs or at least get somewhere closer to 50 in order for them to get to that
Yeah.
massive total. But we have seen
There's a
quite
question
often,
there
quite
from
multiple times that
Gogri about who won the toss.
so it
Unfortunately,
was
Swaggy Singh
Osmani.
isn't here to give us toss news today, but it was Osmani who won the toss and elected to bat, basically.
Yeah, it was Osmani who won the toss and elected to bat first. I think the thought process behind that choosing to bat first is that since Al Mulla are conceding a lot of runs, they would want to take an advantage of it.
Yeah.
And if they manage scoring at least 170 plus, they can try defending it because
Yeah.
the bowling lineup is a bit better with Osmani, so
So
they
would you
might
say that
try
the
defending.
innings they're looking at maybe 145, 150 from now, or do you think that's going
I
to be a bit
think if they
difficult?
score 140 or 150, it is going to be one-sided, I'm afraid, Gokul, because we have seen almost out of 10 players in Al Mulla exchange,
Mm-hmm.
I consider at least 7 of them to be averaging more than 20 runs per innings in this
Yeah.
tournament. So that clearly shows how good the batting lineup is with Al Mulla. So if you are scoring somewhere about 150 runs, and even if you end up taking 4 5 wickets, I would say they've still got batsmen who can chase that target. So for Osmani to be in the game, they should try aiming somewhere closer to 170ish, I would say. 170 is the better mark for them to be back in the game, but I'm afraid they won't get there.
Mm.
Another wicket here, the wicket of Sharif, and the things will change.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Entirely, it will change.
Matlab,
Slowly,
even
the
with
run
that
prediction from.
boundaries, he's
Mhm.
not been able to, time the ball really well. Even the boundary that he
Yeah.
scored, it was the
Mhm.
leading edges that took the ball, down to third man, past third man for four. So I
Yeah.
think he probably not as happy with his performance so far. But
Mhm.
obviously, all of that can change. All of that can change very quickly. Again, if you guys want to watch this game for free live, feel free to click the link in the chat. You can watch the game on cricketlaunch.tv. You don't have to make an account. It's ad free. There's no subscription or something like that either. It's like watching on YouTube without ads, basically. And it's also the fastest stream in the world, guys. So just click the link in the chat, and you'll be able to watch the game live, and you'll get all of the updates before anywhere else in the world. Getting back into the cricketing action, Matlab on strike. 2 balls to go in the over. It's just been singles in this over from Linto, so a much better second over post power play.
Yeah.
Flicked off the legs by Matlab there, but it's just going to be a single again. No real timing, but I think he doesn't really mind it. Sam Model says, can you share lineup? Let me just have a look to see if I can. Bear with me. There you go, Sayan. I put the link to the lineup in the chat. Just 1 second. So I
Google, I have
think
shared you the maybe playing 11 on the chat, so you can just share it maybe in the
yeah, just
comment section, and they might be able to see that. And as we speak,
no. The
there goes
problem
another
is
wicket, guys.
YouTube doesn't allow us to share the actual image. I tried that already. I'll just put the
Yeah.
link to the Kuwait
Mhm.
website, guys. You can just click on that, and you'll be able to watch the live squads there. Why
So as we were
England not
talking,
champion?
guys, we were expecting Sharif's wicket to be a very crucial one,
Yeah.
and as we were talking about it, they ended up taking that wicket. The good over last from Lento,
Mm-hmm.
given away only lot of singles, ended up taking a wicket as well. So that is the breakthrough, and that is what you need when there is some big
One
over.
second, one second,
The next
Krish. We have a
bowler
question in the
should.
chat. So, Sayan
So
asks why Indo-Nepal Championship isn't available in India in website. So, as of right now, we're only covering 4 tournaments basically on the website. We were covering the West Africa Trophy, so that's done now. So that competition is no longer there. We're covering the Falcons Champions Trophy Gold and Silver Cup. We're also covering the Falcons Champions Trophy's premier edition of the competition, and then we are starting the live coverage of the ICC Arabia Cricket League Phase 1, which will start I think on the 27th. So these are the only games we cover on our website as of right now. So unfortunately, we're not covering the Indo-Nepal Championship. The core says the best live commentators in the house. Thank you, core. Hope you're
thank you,
having
thank
a
you.
wonderful time. Thank you for the comment. Happy that you're really enjoying it. Hope you're enjoying Cricket Launch TV as well. Do let us know what your opinions are about the website as well, guys. We would really appreciate it.
Definitely, definitely. Thank you so much, guys, for your appreciation. And as we come get back into the game, this is Rama. Another next, I think he's the second leading wicket taker for Al Mulla, having
Yeah.
taken 4 wickets in the 3 games they have played. His economy is under 6, which is great. Given away a ball wide extra, that doesn't matter if he is controlling, I would say. Good bowling, good turn he has got, but I'm not quite sure why. Oh, that's a good, great kick back to the fielder has passed it to the another fielder, and he stops it with his foot. So some foodie skills as well. This is something we see almost every game, guys.
Yeah.
Some foodie skills from the players. I think they are part-time footballers at this point.
Anon
So
asks,
we
is this
have
going to be a close game? What is your opinion on that, Kritish?
Ooh, I'm afraid it is going to be a close game. As I was talking that since Al Mulla, they concede a lot. The bowling is not the best. So even with the average bowling lineup, if they end up taking 3 wickets, giving away only 50 runs, that clearly shows that Osmani are struggling at this point. As we are talking, you can see guys on our stream
Yeah.
that Osmani CC is just 12% favorites to win this game. A bit of miscommunication, but the batsman is safe now. I think Nadim is the man who we saw. Uh, he was able to take the. I think it was different Nadim. Sorry, guys, that is a different Nadim. And this Nadim, having played on 48 innings so far, averaging about 20 runs. The highest score is 81. Striking at a very low 120. I mean, it is not low, but for this ground,
Yeah.
it is definitely low
If you're
because this is
batting
a
in the
small ground.
Sulabiya ground, obviously, like we said, previously in other games as well, Kritish, you need to be looking at least around 140, 145 strike rate because the ground isn't big.
Definitely.
So you can take risks, you can play aerial shots, especially against the Pacers. You
Definitely.
have to be very aggressive or else you're going to struggle to get to a competitive score. Obviously, they've only scored 50 so far,
Yeah.
which is what we usually see teams score in the power play, if you remember. Again, these are good teams that I'm talking about. These are teams which again, no offense to this
Mhm.
Osmania team, have a very
Yeah.
strong opening, partnership. Opening, top three, top four batsmen are very capable scorers. So here,
But
I think,
unfortunately, having lost their wickets is
yeah,
what the weaker point today, I would say,
yeah,
for them.
I think we've seen teams who protect the wickets, score very less runs in the power play, um, but it isn't an issue. So I think there's potentially a wicket on the cards here, Kritesh. I'm just waiting to see what's happened there.
I think it
Suman
was
Raj with his first ball bowls really well.
good bowling from Suman Raj back to back after that seventh over coming post power play, giving away 2 boundaries.
Yeah.
Now they are seeing a bit confident with bowling attack. As I said, that is an aerial ball, but maybe catching an opportunity, but there is no man. Ends up just a single there. Another full toss delivery, but a slower one. Ended up giving a catching opportunity for Almola exchange, but maybe a little bit more pace towards the ball, and that could have been a wicket. And it is Matlab, who is another man doing some scoring for them. I think now the main tactics for Osmani is that they don't want to lose any more wickets, at least until another 3 overs, I would say. Doesn't matter even if they don't score runs. I think they would try to be a bit conservative from this point. 3 wickets is too much. And as you mentioned, 52 is what something every team should be looking at coming out of power play. As I speak, that might be a no ball, I think. Umpire is not convinced. It has not given a no ball. So just 2 runs coming off the last 4 deliveries. Suman Raj, he is giving away some loose deliveries, but Nadeem is unable to convert them into some good runs. Ooh, good ball again. Good ball. Back to back dots. One more delivery to go in this over to finish the 10 over mark. They are just 52 runs. Nadeem, 3 runs after facing 6 deliveries. Motlab having scored 17 runs of just 21 deliveries. So, as we were speaking, just before Sharif's wicket, we had run prediction climb up to almost 150, but now it has dropped back again to 126. So back to back 3 dot balls, giving away only 2 runs of his first over. Suman Raj, great bowling from them. More than the great bowling, I would say it is Nadeem who was the new batsman in the crease, unable to judge it well because of his variations in every ball, making it difficult for him to score any runs.
Yeah.
So I think it is going to be uh, Ramanathan coming back into attack. Yeah, it is Ramanathan coming into attack. So back to back spinners, keeping them on pressure. this might bring another wicket. I think so, Gokul. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Rama, obviously very experienced bowler, like you said, top wicket taker, very economical as well. I feel like there is a good opportunity for him now to come and take a wicket. Obviously, Matlab not able to get off to
Ooh, that
a
is the sixth. As he came in, Matlab comes out of the crease and
yeah.
ends up taking
But the thing is,
taking the
I don't think Rama
bowler.
would mind that. I think if anything, Rama probably happy that the big shot was attempted there because it almost forces um, the batsman now to be a bit more aggressive, and the more aggressive he's going to be against the spinner, the more
Hmm.
likelihood of a wicket to fall. So I think he's
Definitely.
probably Rama's licking his lips, hoping for a wicket here as well now, isn't he?
Definitely. I think after that first boundary, it might boost the confidence of batsmen to go a bit aggressive again. And that is the trap you need to set as a bowler at this point. After giving away a boundary,
Mm-hmm.
you need to utilize that opportunity to take his wicket. And if they manage to take the Matlab's wicket, I'm afraid they won't even end up scoring 120 at this point.
Mm.
Slowly, because of Matlab scoring is where the run prediction is increased from almost 120 to 134 at this point.
Mm.
And as we speak, that's another aerial shot attempted, but
Region,
ends up going
the
straight to the
fielder.
fielder. One bounce to the fielder. So, yeah, he is showing some intent. With intent comes wicket, as we say. Yeah, then I think if you compare with Nadeem and Matlab, both of them losing the wicket is like almost 50-50 chance because Nadeem is clearly struggling. Whereas whereas Matlab is going with high intent, risky shots. So either way, both the batsmen, whoever is facing the ball, is more likely to lose their wicket. I would say it was almost 50-50 for them to lose the wickets.
Yeah.
So Rama, another wicket-taking opportunity. Previous ball. Ooh, another one, back to back. Nadeem is definitely struggling. He is the man who is struggling there, not Motlab. So I think the most probably Nadim is the man who is likely to be out.
Yeah, it's a big shot from Nadeem
Ooh, good
there,
shot
and it's
attempted,
going to be
but
well fielded in the
yeah,
boundary. There wasn't a Kritesh. It was a very hard
yeah,
ball to judge with the angle
mhm,
that it was coming down, and the fielder's done
yeah,
incredibly well there to make sure that he doesn't make a mistake and doesn't give
definitely,
away any additional runs. So good fielding in the boundary, preventing potential boundary.
definitely. I think that shouldn't have been a boundary. That should have been a wicket-taking opportunity, I would
Mm.
say, but ended up being one bounce to the fielder, and I think this might bring uh, the previous bowler Suman Raj into attack,
Yeah,
and
I
it
think
is
Suman
Suman Raj.
Raj, obviously another quality bowler. He was very
Mhm.
economical in that first over. He probably will be looking at getting another wicket now potentially. Don't you
I
think?
think his tactic of bowling is that he bowls a very slower delivery at some point,
Mm-hmm.
and some full toss delivery as well, giving more like an opportunity for the batsman to go for it. But
Yeah,
because the ball doesn't have much pace, it might end up going to a fielder. Now, as you speak, that is a similar kind of thing,
yeah.
but
Well, good
there is
fielding
not a
again.
fielder
Good
there.
fielding.
Yeah,
That's
good
another
fielding, good
reason
fielding.
why we think this Almula Exchange team is a good team, has a lot of quality because in the field they're
Hmm.
all so electric, aren't they? They always try to close the ball down quickly. They're moving in with the bowler as they approach their run up. In the boundary, they prevent fours, they take catches, and that's why they win matches. And obviously, it's such a simple thing to say, but it's not really a
Yeah.
simple thing to do in this league, and they've been
Mhm.
doing it consistently. So fair play to Almula Exchange for their quality in the field. Again, Suman Raj back into the attack. Short ball this time. Top edge is very high up in the air. Is there a fielder there? There isn't.
No fielder, no
At least
fielder.
somebody comes around to basically prevent it from going for a boundary, and he's sent back for the second run. So I think Nadeem almost refusing to make it back for that second run. He doesn't want to be on strike. I think what sorry, Matlab doesn't want to be on strike. Nadeem should wear a helmet uh, at all points now because I feel like there's going to be a lot of short balls coming his way. So I know he's wearing one now
Definitely.
against Suman Raj, but he should keep it on for
Keep it
other
on all the
ball as well.
time.
There we go. Again, a little bit of a
Good
heavy
delivery.
length ball there from Suman Raj, making him
Mhm.
uncomfortable, almost angling it towards his rib cage. But so far, so good for Suman Raj, isn't it?
Definitely good for Suman Raj. Given away only 2 runs so far in this over. In the previous over, overall he gave away only 2 runs.
Yeah.
And I think wicket might be coming from Nadeem. Because after struggling for few balls, now he's showing some intent, which clearly shows that he is taking some risky shots.
Yeah.
He managed to take a boundary there, but obviously his wicket is on the cards, and we might end up losing the wicket. But also, since the run prediction says 135, and they have scored only 68 runs so far in this competition so far, that the last 4 overs have been very high scoring, having lost only 3 wickets. I think they have the license to go a bit aggressive, and you might start seeing them going aggressive maybe after an over or two. I think they should bring in Showman into bowling attack. He's another leading wicket taker. Not quite sure why they haven't introduced him early. They should bring in Shinu John. Sorry, I'm not quite sure if he is in the squad. Let me have a quick look with Al Mulla exchange and Shinu John. Shinu John is there, but I don't know why they
But maybe they're
haven't
just giving
used.
more opportunities, Kritish, because obviously it's Christmas, the gifting
Yeah.
opportunity to the bowlers to come out
Yeah.
and get some overs under their name. Then we got another short ball from Usman Raj again, aimed at that chest region of Nadeem, who angles it really well to the fielder in the boundary. It's just going to be another single to end the over. So 7 runs of the over. Uh, but Suman Raj a bit unlucky there to get a couple of edges, a couple of aerial, balls, but not getting a wicket. I think Rama might come back into the attack. No, there we go. I think it is Shinu. Is that Shinu? I'm just waiting to get confirmation. Could be Shinu. Maybe they're watching the
If it
stream
is
on Cricket
Shinu,
Launch Cricket.
I think it is Ramanathan back into attack, guys. It might be Ramanathan. Yeah, it is Ramanathan coming for his third over.
I
I
have a
think he
feeling a
last
wicket's
over he
coming.
was a bit dominating, so
Yeah.
they would want to bring him so that he might have an opportunity to take a wicket.
Oh, well bowled.
He
Well
got a
bowled.
great turn as well. So as we were talking, how effective the left arm spinners are, he is showing the capability of a left arm spinner.
Mm.
Good bowling there. Great turn, but a great shot as well. Ends up going for a
Yeah,
six.
he was a bit
Great
too
shot
full
from
there.
Nadeem.
Obviously, you can't be that
Hmm.
full. It's almost like an easy access to a boundary for the batsman there. He needs to
Yeah,
pull his length back a little bit and give the ball enough time to actually turn after it pitches. If you keep bowling that full, you're just going to get
yeah, it's gonna be
hit
boundaries.
a long way back. So massive six from Nadeem there. Much
Nadeem, yeah.
required pressure release for him as well. All of a sudden, you feel like they're getting a little bit more confident, a little bit more set. With the last couple of overs, another big shot attempted. I think there's a fielder there this time. It's just going to be a single straight
Yeah.
to him. But again, too full from Ramu there. He needs to pull his length back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to change the length. He is bowling back to back same deliveries. Uh, I think maybe he's trying to give a catching opportunity to that the man who is
Yeah.
standing there. If they end up taking a good good ball, then they might go again with the deep wicket region, and they might create an opportunity for a catch, and that is what he is thinking, I think so. Because last over as well, we saw two of his deliveries. The batsman attempting to go for a shot in that deep wicket region, and as we speak, another shot attempt to that region, and yeah. Since there is no catches coming, he must try a different tactic. You can't be going with the same tactic, and if you do, you might end up getting some boundaries, getting hit as well. So he needs to change the length, and I think it is time for Ramanathan to go back to fielding, and they should bring him Shinnajan, because now these two batsmen having a bit settled there, they are going after the bowlers.
Yeah.
If you have already faced 2 overs of Ramanathan, now you have judged him really well. You don't want to give another over to Ramanathan. You might as well introduce Shinnajan, because at this point, having scored 79 runs of 13 overs, with wickets in hand, they have the license to go a bit aggressive. And if they do, they might get to that almost 150 or 150 plus target. So, in order to control that, you need to bring one of your best bowlers
Yeah.
and try taking a wicket. I think so.
There you go.
Might be
That's
Shivu.
Shinu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that is Shivu.
So
Shinu
as you were
John coming into
saying,
bowling.
Shinu has come
Mhm.
back into the attack. I think they needed a wicket now, so they bought their wicket taker. Maybe a couple of
That's
overs
right.
late from when they should have bought him, I would say.
Yeah,
But I
but
think it's just good enough that he's
still,
bought them back.
uh, it's good that they brought him at least on the 14th over. I think from here, if he bowls 14, 16, and even 18th, he can bowl 3 overs back to back. And
Yeah,
if he does that, it is going to be very controlling and economical, I think so.
for sure.
Good quick run between the wickets brings Nadeem into strike. Let's see if Nadeem can show with the same intent against Shinajan.
Oh, it's
Ooh,
bowled him,
wicket!
Pritesh. He's bowled
Wicket!
him really
Good
well.
bowling, good
Off
bowling.
stump goes for a
I told
walk.
you.
What a good ball. This is this is what happens when your line and length is spot on. He's bowled on top of off stump. The batsman
Yeah.
missed it completely, and he's got the ball out of the ground. So Mohammad Nadeem goes for 18 of 20, just as he was looking a little bit better with that
Mhm.
six in the previous over. He's ended up getting bowled by a good slower ball, length
So, yeah.
ball, getting a peach of a ball from Shibu. Shibu's
Mhm.
second ball and he gets a wicket, Krithesh. And
Good ball.
you were talking about
And
bringing
sorry,
him
guys.
onto the ground.
I was talking that they should bring Shinu John into attack, whereas this is another bowler. This is Shibu Omanakuttan who is bowling
Yeah,
a different bowler entirely. He was a very. It was not a very economical bowler so far. In the three games he bowled, his economy is more than 10, almost 11.
yeah,
Ended up taking only one wicket. But today he seemed a bit confident, I think so. And that's why, as a captain, you know what the capabilities of the bowlers, and you're bringing in at this point clearly shows that he has the capability to take wickets, even though he was not economical in the last three games they have played.
definitely.
Good bowling from Momana Kuttan. Uh, Back-to-back singles there. Moifusul is a new batsman for Osmani CC, and let me have a look about his performance. Having played 113 innings, he's averaging about 31 runs and striking at 166.
Mm.
So Gokul, I think we might be looking at some fireworks today with
Some rain again
Faisal.
in Kuwait, but this time it might be raining sixes, guys. You heard it here in today's episode of Falcons Champions Trophy. Kritesh is coming out with some weather prediction. It will be
Yeah,
raining sixes if
both aggressive batsmen
Mofizul
and
gets
strike.
on his merry way. Let's say
Yeah,
Santa's coming with some sixes in the
definitely.
shape of
If these two
Mofizul.
get settled, I think still that 150 might be possible.
Yeah, again,
Yeah, for
if you
them.
guys just want to watch this game live, feel free to click the link in the chat, guys, and you'll be able to watch it on cricketlaunch.tv, our dedicated website for all things cricket. You would have seen Matlab's boundary as well if you were watching it,
Yeah.
because we have the
I told
fastest
you
field
we
in the
are going to
world.
be looking at a lot of boundaries with these two partnership out
Yeah,
there, because the previous man he did not have good strike rate.
yeah,
His carry strike rate was under 120. So this guy he's got 170, which clearly shows he's going to be aggressive. With Matlab, another settled batsman on crease, for your guidance, and yeah, we might be seeing a lot of boundaries from this point. Every over, I'm expecting at least two boundaries, guys. If they don't lose the wicket, not to mention that. It is Ramanathan. I'm not. Okay, it's fine. They bring Ramanathan because last over it was Nadeem who scored a boundary of Ramanathan's
yeah.
ball. Matlab was definitely struggling. And if it is Moifusul, the
There we
new
go. Could be
batsman
a
against the left arm
catch. There's no
spinner,
fielder there. There's just going to be one bounce and into the field his hands. But there you
just a
go. That's
single,
why
yeah.
Rama's so dangerous, isn't he? Because he invites
Definitely.
that pressure. He invites the aggressive shot, and you could get out very easily. So Mofizul getting lucky there. Let's have a look at what Matlab does. Better shot, keeping the ball on the ground. Again, straight to the fielder though at deep extra cover. So it's just going to be another single. But Rama's going to be happy with that. He's going to be happy with that aggression. He's got four balls,
Yeah,
and I'm sure he wants at least a wicket. And he has
definitely.
the opportunity now to potentially get that as well. Left arm spin again, really well bowled. He does
Good ball.
bowl from over the wicket, which is not something that you see for an orthodox bowler, an orthodox left arm spinner against the right hander. But he gets his variations correct, and there's a edge there again, but it's an inside edge, so it's just going to be another single deep square leg covers it off. Um, he's still got two balls in this over to get a wicket. He's been very economical so far. I hope I haven't put the commentator's curse on him, but he probably is going to be happy with this last over of his, and will make it extra sweet if he's able to get a wicket of Matlab as well here. Um, Potentially a big six, potentially a catch. It's very high up in the air, and it's gone all the way back.
On the way to the six.
What a six
Great
from
six.
Matlab. So
Yeah,
the
good six.
initial almost suffocation that he had in scoring runs no longer seems to be a problem for him. He's striking the ball really well. getting the boundary, scoring the runs. So really happy that Matlab's got underway in a positive way. Um, with a ball to go, maybe he can get closer to his 50. Kritesh, do you think that's possible, or do you think it's just
I
going to
think
be?
50 is possible. Definitely 50 is possible. If they don't fall in the trap of, I think it is going to be Oman coming into bowling next over, and if he
Mm,
doesn't fall into his trap, then 50 is easily possible.
yeah.
Good bowling from Ramanathan. If it was not for that back-to-back boundaries in this over and the last over, his economy would be very great. But after great bowling, sad to see that he did not take any wickets so far in this game, but
Yeah.
a good controlling innings from him. Yeah, and now it is going to be Oman Kuttan coming back into bowling. And I would love to see Shinu John bowling, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe they are trying to keep him for the death. Maybe. We don't know. Can Matlab get to his 50 this over, guys? You don't want to miss Matlab getting to his half century in this Falcons Champions Trophy today. So please click on the link in the comment section. It'll take you to Cricket Launch TV website where you get to watch this game for free. As we speak, Matlab gets off with the mark. I think they might be pushing for two bad fielding effort there, and I think they just stopped. Oh, they went for a two there. It is Matlab on strike with 45 runs of 34 deliveries. It is Shibu Omanakuttan coming into bowling. But Matlab still there. You can see that the run prediction is slowly increasing. And if he stays, even 150 might be possible, guys. Ooh, as we speak, that could be a catch, but the fielder he was running on the backwards direction, unable to judge it well. Ended up going for a boundary there. That is a four from Matlab. I think he is getting to the 50 on style. Matlab on 49 there, uh, with Shibu coming into bowling. The third delivery of his second over.
So he's been very expensive even after getting a wicket, hasn't he? Because that's something that you said
Definitely.
is something that he needs to work on. Obviously, he's had difficulties in being able to score, sorry, in controlling the score, even when he gets wickets. So that's something that he
Yeah,
definitely
as I
has to work
mentioned,
on.
the economy of Shibu is not the best. He is averaging more than 10 runs every over he bowled in this tournament. So that
Yeah.
clearly shows that not the best bowler you would want to bring in. Even though he has taken a wicket, he is not very economical. The bowling lines and is not the best, I would say. It is going to be easy for the batsman to judge. The only good thing from his bowling is that the slower deliveries are a bit difficult to judge, and if you don't hit it with power, you might lose the wicket. And that is the only advantage from him. As you speak, there is an extra from him. There was a wide on the fifth delivery of this over. Already given away 9 runs so far in this over. You can't be giving more runs. Yeah, that might boost the confidence. But I don't mind at this point when they are 106 for 4. You don't mind giving a boundary or extra. As I said, there is a boundary. Not the best bowling from Shibu Omanakut, and I don't think they should be bringing him back again in the 18th over.
Yeah.
Not the best option.
The last thing that you want as a captain is that as well, Pritesh, isn't it? Like somebody
Yeah.
who's giving away a lot of runs unnecessarily towards the
Mhm.
tail end. Obviously, they could have restricted them for around 130, 135, but I feel like they're going to give away 10, 15 runs more than what they should have given in the first place. And it's a wide ball there, and
Another
that's going to get,
wide
it
delivery.
just keeps getting worse for Omrakuta, doesn't it? Already 13, 14 runs of the over, and a ball to go as well. So, could be a very big over, very expensive over. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it is going to be a very expensive over. But if he doesn't control this ball,
Yeah,
it's going to cost them
I
more.
think
As you speak, good
with
thing that I think it was
it's
going for a
good.
wide,
Yeah, but he's
but
played
good
it
thing they
for a
connected
four.
and that is a boundary. Another boundary,
Yeah, so 18 of the over, Kritesh, and the
18
score
of
is
the over, not riding.
115 for four after 16 overs.
Yeah,
4 overs to go. Come on, guys, tell us the predictions in the chat. The total is 115 for four
yeah.
in the 16 overs. I'll just put it in the chat as well. I think Srinath, you're watching the stream somewhere else, and the stream for you might be a bit delayed. Just watch the stream on Cricket Launch TV, and you'll get to see the fastest ball by ball action. I'm putting the score just in case if you want it in the chat. But just feel free to click the link in the chat I'll put the link again if you want, and you can watch the game on Cricket Launch TV. We have the fastest stream in the world. It's ad free, and you don't even have to make an account with us. So it's basically the easiest way to get the fastest updates for this game.
Yeah, they have brought Suman Raj to attack, which means a wicket opportunity here. Very economical bowler,
Yeah.
given away only 9 runs in the 2 overs he bowled. So
He
he
is a
deserves a
quality
wicket, I
bowler,
would
but I
say.
think Kritesh, if they get maybe 8 runs of this over, you're looking at 150, maybe even 155. It's bowled him
Ooh,
first
that is a
ball.
wicket.
What a ball!
Good
Second time,
ball.
Suman Raj has gotten the off stump to go flying. I'm sorry, second time the bowlers have been able to get the
Yeah,
off stump to go flying. Suman Raj gets a wicket. Head-to-head record, Govind Kumar. Govind Kumar, honestly, I don't think the head-to-head record really matters because the teams in this competition keep changing all the time. The teams from
yeah.
maybe a year ago, two
But
years
maybe
ago, don't really make a
Govindraj, if you
difference.
are asking with this tournament, we can help you with that.
Yeah.
Osmani having played 4 games. It is not the head-to-head, but we'll tell you the games they had. These two teams have played in this tournament so far. Osmani have played 4 games, won 2 games. Al Mulla Exchange having played 3 games, they won 2 games so far, and Osmani CC they are averaging about 157 runs in the 4 games they have played, whereas Al
Yeah.
Mulla they are averaging about 202 runs in the 3 games they have played. With conceding runs, Osmani have been conceding about 158 runs, and Al Mulla, as I mentioned, they're not the best with the bowling. They are conceding about 178 runs.
Yeah.
So,
Definitely. So I
yeah,
think
this is the
from a
head-to-head.
head-to-head perspective, you can see our win percentage on the screen as well. It says 18% for Osmani and 82% win rate from Al Mulla. So that's coming from the fact that Al Mulla have a very strong batting lineup. Between the two teams, they're a bit weaker when it comes to bowling, both of them. And considering that, I think Al Mulla will be able to chase anything that's below 160 pretty easily. So unless they lose control of the innings early on, which I don't see them doing, because they have a lot of quality batsmen, don't they, Kritesh? We spoke
Yeah,
about this
definitely.
earlier as well. That Al Mulla
They
team
bat
has
deep, and almost
exactly,
seven,
and
7 or 8 of the players in the playing 11
yeah,
are averaging more than 20
yeah.
runs.
And
So,
again, they
yeah,
have
good
players like
batting lineup.
Rajit Reggie, Jackson
Hmm.
Wilson, Linto, who are obviously very, very capable batsmen. Shinu John as well. He's
Hmm.
been in pretty decent form. He's, a little bit more of the anchor type player. He's the kind of guy who'll come
Yep.
in and basically just stay the entire time. He's slightly increased his average over the past couple of games. So it'll be very exciting to see how this chase goes. We have a question from Govind Kumar. Says both of you from
Yeah,
India? Yeah,
yeah, we
we
are
are
from
both
India,
from
Govind Kumar.
India. So if you are from India, where are you from, Govind Kumar?
Yeah. And Mutlub's wicket is still being a very crucial one for Osmani because most of the runs, almost 50% of the runs have come from him there.
Yeah, we got a question as well from Anon. Says
Inning
inning
scores
score.
is and
Yes, I was just saying, like Ritesh, I think from
yeah.
an innings perspective, I probably
Hmm.
would be thinking somewhere around 150, 155 maybe if they don't lose any more wickets. I think it's going to be a bit more challenging though with such quality bowlers available for Almula towards the end of this innings. But they still have time. They lost the wicket there, but again, if it wasn't for that wicket, I think they would have probably been able to get to that 150 mark. Govind Kumar says
Yeah.
Darjeeling. It's great to see that we have people from all around India watching us, supporting our channel, all around the world as well. We had a few people from the Middle East region, people from Europe and Africa watching our games over the past few days. So that's very
Yeah.
encouraging to see. It could be another boundary. There's a fielder who's going to
There's a
come
fielder, yeah.
across it. It's going to be another two. So a lot of ones and twos now
Good running.
against Suman Raj, and I think that just shows you how good a bowler Suman Raj is.
Definitely. Suman Raj has been bit controlling. Not given away any boundaries so far, taken a wicket as well. So you don't mind giving these twos
Yeah.
when you have taken the wicket and you're not giving away a lot of runs. Uh, Yep, Anand. Okay, Anand, give us what is your innings prediction, and not just Anand. If you're somebody who is watching this
Yeah.
YouTube stream with us, please let us know your predictions for the
But I've
innings
just
as
noticed
well.
something very
Let's see.
interesting, Kritesh. In our
Hmm.
win prediction on the
Yeah.
YouTube chat,
Hmm.
Osmani CC have gone ahead. So I think a lot of guys in the chat are
Think
backing Osmani
Osman.
CC, and I think they're considering maybe that they probably shouldn't have gotten as many runs. And there's a top edge that's going to go for four.
There is a
So
boundary there.
lucky runs there for Matlab. Um, Score says Govind Kumar score now is 124 for 5 in 16.5. So if you want Govind Kumar, just click the link in the chat and you can watch this game for free in HD. We have the fastest stream in the world for this competition. So if you just click the link in the chat, you can watch the game for free on our website. It's ad free. You don't have to make any account or you don't have to buy any subscription. So it's basically like watching YouTube with YouTube Premium, but instead it's just on our website. And there we go. So another big shot attempted. Does it have enough to go all the way? The fielder just
Ooh, that is a
about
six. That is a six.
trying to pull it. He was almost unlucky to not be able to pull it back in. A six of the last ball takes them to 130 for 5 in 17 overs. Looks like 155 plus this Chapri. Yeah, definitely. I think, Kritesh, if you remember, I said that, a few balls ago,
You said
155
155,
should be
154.
possible from this point as long
Yeah.
as they don't lose any more wickets.
Any more wickets?
And
Yeah.
Matlab playing a very crucial innings. So there you go. I think I agree with you as well, Chapri, as in I can
But
definitely
if
see
they
them
end up
getting
losing
150.
Motlab's wicket, Gokul, it is going to be a bit crucial for them
Yeah,
getting to that 150, I would say. With 3 overs to go,
yeah.
I'm expecting them to be scoring under 150. Still under
Okay.
150.
I have a feeling that because, Prashant has come in,
Hmm.
he's probably he's gonna try to take wickets at this point. If
Yeah.
Sajib can get a single, get off strike, get strike back to Matalab, I think Matalab can use the pace really well
Hmm.
at this moment, and I have a
Yeah.
feeling that he can definitely get boundaries off Prashant. Partnership 15 of 5, so that shows the intent from Matlab there after that wicket. Well played by
Ooh,
Sajib, and
good
he
bowling
gets the
from Prasad.
single. It's a good ball, but I don't think he got the result that he would have wanted. He would have preferred a
Yeah,
top ball there.
definitely,
But
definitely.
the incredible thing for now, for Osmani now is
I
that
think also Gokul with the innings prediction of 155. For that to come true, you need to have Motlab on strike
yeah,
almost for the 70% of the balls
yeah,
being bowled.
and that's what you don't
Ooh, that
want.
is
You
a
don't want
wide
extras.
extras. Yeah.
Extras make it harder for you to obviously
Hmm.
restrict the batsman, and it's not looking great from that perspective. They've been giving away a few extras here and there, and I think
Yeah.
it's just going to start piling up from now on. Let's have a look. Matlab back on strike now. 5 balls left in this over. Prashant bowling with that angle that he creates, bowling left arm. Just a single from Matlab though, so I don't think that's what he would have wanted to do.
Power play.
Yeah.
He has come back now. Maybe with I think he is going to be bowling the last over as well.